We're good. Or I'll go closer here. Hi, how's it going? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're doing well. You know who I'm talking to. You know who it is. I know who that is. Turn the light. Okay, I think that looks better. I am here to say hello and to answer some questions for people that have questions for me that that have a hard time getting them answered. Yo, what's up, the G? How's it going, man? Oh, or woman, how are you? But I know that I get questions a lot. Hi, Carlos. Ricky, what's going on? And it's hard to answer every single one of them. I try to, but that's what I like doing lives for, is that you all can ask me whatever. Abraham, how's it going? I like seeing all these familiar faces in here. And I like going live on YouTube because I want to try to go live. I'd said every day, but like there was one day that I had a hiccup. At least every other day. How are you? What's good? I'm good, man. I just had dinner, so I'm feeling energized, you know. And I love doing this, and I want to see how everybody's doing, and I want to make sure like I'm answering everybody's questions, you know. So I want to be there for you guys because you guys are there for me too. So, I was gonna say Ellie. That's why I said L. But hi, Elle. Hi. What's your current favorite perfume? You know, I'm really loving Molecule 01 right now by Eccentric Molecules. I wore it today, and then I also layered it as well. And it's just amazing. I love just how fresh and inoffensive it is. Doing good? Thanks, Abraham. All right, let's see. Justin says, yo, I'm a new fan, but I watch vids religiously. Thank you, Justin. I hope you're doing well. I really appreciate the love. Seriously warms my heart. You have no idea. All right, let's see. What's the best, oops, where'd it go? What's the best daily wear all around cologne for men? There's so many, Ricky. Dude, there's a bunch. Whenever somebody asks me for what the best is, I always give the most basic generic answer because it's the most mass appealing one. So whenever I get questions like that, Bleu de Chanel. But if you're asking, like if you have, you know, a certain type of personality and you're like, what do you think for this kind of person? Then I can answer it more specifically or the kind of vibe you're going for. But whenever people just ask me, what's the best? I'll give the most basic answer because it's the safest, you know. Let's see. Jamie! Hi, Jamie. I haven't tried Alien or Angel Nova. I've only tried like 3 Thierry Mugler fragrances. And they were all in my opinion. Wasn't crazy about them. Where can you find Louis Vuitton private blends? On Louis Vuitton's website. I don't believe I've seen them at discount sites. If I did, you would definitely know from me. But yeah, Louis Vuitton is where my girlfriend got them from. Hi, Robert. I'm doing fine. Great. Wearing Light My Fire by Kilian. I haven't tried that one yet. That sounds good. Been wearing Alexandria too as a signature scent. All right, nice. All right, we like how bold that is. We like how daring you are, John. Okay, what's up, Melissa? Hi, Livid. Love the consistent content. I appreciate you. Thanks for the love. Have I tried Le Labo's brand? I think I've only tried a couple. Like I tried the Noir 29 and it was all right. Like it's another tea fragrance. I'm just not too crazy about tea fragrances, but I still need to try another 13 and Santal 33 because those are very, very popular. Hi, Chris. Hey, Marcus. How you doing? Finally got Tuxedo. The shit's bomb. I know, bro. It is. Let's see. What has been your fragrance rotation for this week? Oh, you know, that's a really good idea for a video. But, you know, yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Since yesterday and today, I've been wearing Molecule 01. I tested Kajal Homme 2 yesterday, which was an absolute banger. I wore Elysium the day before, and then Afternoon Swim. It's just been in rotation with freshies. It's been like, I haven't been wearing anything heavy at all. It's been light fragrances, but still like they perform really well, which I'm really happy about. Okay, let's see. Thanks, Abraham. He says, thanks for all the great content. Keep going. You're doing amazing. You guys are the sweetest. Hi, Julio. What's going on? I have tried Le Male, Andrew, but it was only on a test strip. So I know that's not accurate, But to be honest, it smelled very one-dimensional. Like, I remember smelling it, and it just smelled like every other dude's cologne. You know what I mean? So I wasn't really wowed with it. I wasn't like, oh wow, this smells good, or yeah, it did smell nice, but I was just like, whatever about it, you know. So let's see what else we got here. What's better, Side Effect or Grand Soir? Well, overall, I'm gonna say Side Effect. I'm not too crazy about that scent. Well, even with Grand Soir, I think Grand Soir, I'm gonna say Side Effect right now. Hi Acer, how are you? Where can I find Afternoon Swim? On Louis Vuitton's private blend, Louis Vuitton store. Okay, let's see. Oh shit, we going live now. I see you. Come on now. We gotta go live. Gotta talk to everybody. Reflection 45. Is that, I'm assuming that's not Reflection Man. Because I've tried Reflection Man and I didn't really like it. Molecule 01 Mandarin is pretty good. What is the one that, is there one called Eccentric 01? Can somebody help me out with that? Is there a fragrance called Eccentric 01? Naldo, keep this up and we're gonna end up being besties. We already are besties. Come on now, I gotta get with it. Let's see. Govin says, hi Melissa, I'm waiting for you to try Dior Spice Blend to compare it with Anisio Rehab. I am so down to try that one. The last Dior private blend I tried, I did not like at all. It was Vanilla Diorama. It was, don't know what people were saying that it was a spicy, sexy vanilla fragrance. It smells like a lot of grandmas that I have been around at church. There is really nothing about it that screams sexy or even unisex. I find it super feminine, in fact. All right, what's up? I was gonna say Zozo, but that's Zo 2000. Oh, that's the company. Okay, I have not tried them. Let's see. Can you do a video for starting a collection with a $1,300 budget? I'd be down. All right, let's see. What's up? The most animalic fragrance I've smelt was like Hyrax or Civet from Zoologist. Never. I would never wear those. Ever. I literally got a headache. I was nauseous. I was like, man, people willingly buy this shit? You know what I mean? It was just like, who wants to smell like shit? Like, it smelled like feces, bro. I was like, and people are here going wild off like the nozzle. I'm like, what? But I don't know. Just different strokes. You know what I mean? Eccentric Molecule is the company that makes all. That's what I thought, right? Because somebody said to layer Molecule 01 with Eccentric 01. And I was like, wait, isn't Eccentric the name of the company? Did they come out with another fragrance after the name of their brand? So that's the only reason I asked. But thank you for clarifying. Do you buy from Fragrance X? Well, Elle, I've only bought one fragrance from there. And it was okay, but it was only a one-time experience. I can't even remember what scent. I think it was Prada Black. And it was pretty good. Not too much experience with it. Ordered a sample of lemon. Somebody said it was lemon set, but then somebody else said it was lemon sete. But I am glad that. Well, let me know if you like it first of all. But yeah, it's a nice masculine fragrance. Let's see. Do you have a good suggestion for a female fragrance that I can suggest to somebody? Honestly, I made a whole video around that about like fragrances to gift, like feminine fragrances to gift to people and stuff like that are super easy to like, beginner scents that are very mass appealing, and they're going to pull a lot of compliments. They're mainly going to be on the designer side, but Mon Guerlain is solid. Olympia by Paco Rabanne is solid. Good Girl by Carolina Herrera is solid. I have to sneeze. Oh God, it left. No. Oh, isn't that the worst when you're like, when you want to sneeze so bad and you can't? Okay, Jamie says, fragrance suggestions for a job interview, unisex or slightly masculine. Amris Homme, really solid, fresh fragrance. Of course, Prada L'Homme. I was going to say Prada Homme. Prada L'Homme is really solid. That one it can be pretty loud though. I think that fragrance is stronger than people give it credit for, but it's still a really nice scent. Good Girl, I will have to suggest that, yes. I have a discount link for that. I'm just playing. Buy where you're comfortable. I mean, I'm not playing. I do have one, but of course, buy wherever you're comfortable. Razik, Mancera Red Tobacco, no. That's a thumbs down in my books. Hello, is it Tommy? Tony, what's going on, Tony? How are you? Samantha, the molecule fragrances are the single note fragrances, the ones that are labeled eccentric. I have other notes as well. Cool, cool, cool. We like learning about new stuff. I'm here late. What's your scent of the day or night minus Raja Dove Oligarch? Nice. I have Molecule 01 and Tuxedo Layered because I don't know if any of you saw the recent video I did, but I had on my arm L'Homme Ideal Cologne, Greenly by Parfums de Marly, and what was the one here? Violet Delirium by Aaron Terrence Hughes. All a pass for me, bro. I did not like any of those fragrances. And it turns out somebody told me that, or a lot of people were telling me that L'Homme Ideal Cologne was like a hyped fragrance that everybody only loves and stuff like that. Hi, Andrew. But to be honest, like I washed it off because even in the air, it smelled like grandma. It smelled like a very feminine, mature sort of scent. And then people were saying, oh yeah, like it's like there's a lot of hype and everybody wants it. And I'm like, really? So for me, yeah, I'm still smelling it now. And the thing is, you can say it's my skin chemistry, right? But if you watch that video, then you see my reaction with smelling it in the air. And I was already put off with that. But the violet one, hell no. Like, I would not wear that one. It was just not my thing at all. What's up, Joshua? I have tried Helfetti. It's good. I haven't tried anything else from Aaron Terrence Hughes. Thanks, Ashley. I love all your videos. Great to see some representation for us women who love women. You are so sweet. And look, my shirt matches with the rainbows that you had. Or the heart rainbow things that you had. Hi, Labib. Do I like Scandal Pour Homme? Have not tried that. I have tried the feminine one, and it's like this really sweet, sexy honey fragrance. So if you want something like that, if you want a head-turning sweet scent, Scandal is a good one to go for. I would love to try the masculine, though. Aesop fragrances. I have not tried that. And to anybody asking me for inoffensive fragrances, Molecule 01. Because it doesn't smell like a fragrance. It literally just smells like your natural skin sort of scent. And I know it's kind of weird to say like it smells like skin, but it smells like your natural scent. So take that as you will. I know some people are like, well, I don't want people to smell like my naturalness because it might be a bit sweaty or whatever. But to me, it's super inoffensive. And it turns on and off, which I really like about it. Hello, Melissa. Hi, Lebo. How are you? I have not tried Terre de Hermes. Should I buy Naxos or Side Effect? Ooh, that depends. I prefer Naxos the smell. That's just my personal bias. But if you like boozy fragrances, you have to pick between wanting to smell boozy like a dark liquor, or if you want to smell like honey tobacco. Both are bangers in their in what they bring to the table, but it's just up to you. Do you want to be more of a tobacco person? Do you want to smell more like a dark liquor, you know? Hi, Kim. Get your hands on Mercedes-Benz cologne. Ooh, okay. Keep an eye out for that. Joshua says, Molecule 01 is my daily driver when I'm chilling at home, but I use it to layer my freshies. Nice. Even like when I was outdoors and the sun was just like hitting me and I was only wearing Molecule 01, smelled so good. And like there's nothing that I've ever worn that smelled like that, you know, where I'm like, damn, is this me? Is it me? You know what I mean? Like it just, I love it. I think somebody mentioned to me that it's called a pheromone type of fragrance, but even right now, I mean, I do smell Tuxedo a little bit, but then there's also something else in the background that I know is coming from the Molecule 01 that smells absolutely divine, and I love it. Let's see. I have been watching your videos for some time and think you might like YSL Cinema if you haven't tried it yet. I smelled that on my girlfriend actually, and it smells nice. It is a sweet amber vanilla sort of fragrance. Naxos makes you drool, Jamie. You know what? It's a really sexy fragrance. Seriously. Do you include floral perfumes in my collection? In your collection? To be honest, there are some florals here that, you know, some followers have sent over. Or are they? Like, they're mainly the samples. But I don't particularly like floral scents. Like, Amyris Homme is Amyris Femme is one of them, but that reminds me of a middle-aged woman at a garden party. So sometimes with floral fragrances, they, to me, just aren't very, very attractive. I do like the floral in Heures d'Absence, the Louis Vuitton fragrance, because it also smells like mimosa at the same time, and then the mimosa takes over. Have I tried Taiga the Dark Side? I have not tried that fragrance yet. You let me know how that one goes. Electimus Trajan? Is that supposed to be Trojan? I don't know, but I've only tried two. I've only tried Imperium and Mercurial Cashmere. And Nick, I haven't tried Green Irish Tweed. L'Homme Ideal Extreme. That's another flanker. I've tried the EDT, EDP, and the Cologne. I have not tried the Extreme. But between all of those, I would say my favorite is the EDP. But to me, still, the EDP is like a 7 out of 10 sort of fragrance. I like it for its uniqueness, but I'm not too crazy about the scent profile, you know? Do I rate collections? Not really. I don't. Trajan. Thank you, Jerome. Thank you. But, I mean, I guess I'd be down to. The thing is, I don't edit my videos, so I don't know how you guys would see the people's collections as well, you know? I would want you all to watch it with me, or see it with me. What do I think of Sea Passion? Good but forgettable, in my opinion. All the C's that I've tried, besides the Black Bottle Sea Intense, which is hiding behind the Dolce & Gabbana, the only one too, that is the only sea fragrance that I love. And it's seriously my favorite. Still probably one of my favorite standard designer perfumes ever that I've smelled. It's just ridiculously sexy and versatile and different and rebellious. It just gives bad bitch vibes. I love it so much. All right, let's see. Thank you. Make sure everybody hits the likes. You're sweet. You're very sweet. Encre Noir. I haven't tried it yet on my skin because, like I mentioned earlier in this live, it's been warm. It's been hot. And I don't want to wear something like that is smoky and dark right now because it's just going to turn into something completely different, you know? I've been really just rocking heavy with the freshies as we speak. Let's see. See, have you tried Wave Musk by Mancera? I have not. I've only tried Instant Crush, Cedrat Boisé, Red Tobacco. And I like Cedrat Boisé the best. To be honest, Instant Crush smelled like 1 million on me. And I wasn't really rocking with it that much. Thank you, Julio. You're sweet. You're so sweet. Okay, let's see. Hey, Melissa, have you tried the new D&G Italian Love? No, I have not. I have not. I recommend you to try Bad Boy, including the Le Parfum. Okay. I haven't tried the newest Cobalt version. I really love Bad Boy and Bad Boy Le Parfum. They're both sexy and masculine. Sweet. Alex says, Must Therapy Inicio. I did not like that fragrance. And it's funny because that is a fragrance that comes up on every single live. That one, and I was going to say Red Tobacco. That does. People ask me for my opinion on that one. But people are always like, yeah, Musk Therapy. And I always tell them no. And they're like, what? You don't like it? Why? It's just not my thing. Instant Crush is way too sweet on you too. I get that. Musk Therapy didn't project on you. Yeah, it was just not really... There was something... And usually I like a clean musk scent. But there was something about it that I didn't really like. And on top of that, I was like, damn, a $300 fragrance, I wouldn't... Like, if it doesn't give me that wow sort of reaction, then I'm kind of like, yeah, I don't really want a full size of it in my collection. Baldy Afrique. I do want to try that. I think that's actually going to be coming in. There was one of my subscribers that said they wanted to send me a sample of it. And I will be receiving samples of Goldfield and Banks, which I am stoked to try, specifically with Pacific Rock Moss. Jerome says, yeah, Instant Crush is a toothache. Not bad, though. I get that. What does Silver Mountain water smell like? I use this example all the time, and you can see it in my videos, but like it reminds me of going on a hike to a waterfall and then just being like, you know, in that ambiance with the waterfall and just like the trees, and just it just smells clean and refreshing, and the air just feels better up there. That's what it smells like. You know, that might sound weird, but it smells like an experience over just a random scent to me. I think I'll pull the trigger on Side Effect. Nice, dude. I don't know if anybody has seen the video that I posted, but my cousin, when he came here and tried a bunch of my fragrances and smelled them, Side Effect was the one he immediately bought right after he smelled it. He's like, I'm gonna get that. So on my link, it says 340, right? But then when you're actually at the checkout page, when the discounts roll in, he only paid $250 for the full size. So I would suggest to do that or get it at whatever discount site you're comfortable with. I don't want this to come across as, oh, I'm just trying to push my stuff, because of course you can buy wherever you want to, but like he was stoked to pay like $100 less than what's shown as retail. So if you can find it for $250 somewhere, solid. But yeah, that's what I would recommend. I do have links on that one. I have links for pretty much everything that I've talked about except Tuxedo, which sucks. I would love a link for Tuxedo because then I would buy it. I want more of that fragrance. It's going down so fast. I haven't tried Chocolate Greedy. What's your number one gourmand for women? Angel Share by Kilian. Let's see. All right. Hey, what do you think about Jazz Club compared to Side Effect? That is another question I get a lot. I would say they're in the same vein. You know, Jazz Club lacks that cinnamon sort of spice to it, but it's still a good fragrance. Ladies love Jazz Club so much to a point where they themselves buy it for themselves because they're like, oh yeah, it smells so good, you know? But for me, I'm not too crazy about either fragrance, but I do have a lot of love for Side Effect. Like when you smell it, you know it's high quality. And every single time I've worn it, people just go nuts over it. I'm not going nuts over wearing it, but everybody else around me is like, oh my God, that smells good. I think it's because it smells a bit intense for me. But I mean, shit, like if you can handle intense fragrances, then give that one a shot. Did he smell Naxos? He did smell Naxos, but Side Effect was the one where he was like, oh shit. That one, then he pointed to it, like again, like, because I had him smell it. And then he's like, he grabbed it from my hands and smelled it again, and then he gave it back to me. And without even spraying it, bro, without spraying it, he was like, that one, I'm going to buy that. Whereas, like, do you have anything for that? And I sent him my link. And within literally less than a minute, he got it. I was like, shit, bro, well, I appreciate the love. Like, and I can't wait to smell that on him. It's going to be amazing. Born in Roma, Yellow Dream. I haven't tried that flanker, but I'm not really a fan of Born in Roma, to be honest, the OG. Thanks, Labib. I hope that they should restock on that one, though, because I know a lot of people were buying that up. So hopefully they do. It's I gotta remind Max Roma. Just be like, hey, you guys, restock on some bangers. Because they were out of stock with Tuxedo also. They used to have it. And Ombre Nuit. So I was like, oh man, like, shit, like those two fragrances, I'm like, I love those scents. Have I tried Byredo? No, but I'd like to. I'd really, really like to. You're sweet, JP, you're sweet. I'm confused about Naxos and Side Effect. Side Effect is a boozy type of fragrance. It's gonna smell like rum and cinnamon. Naxos is a tobacco, honey type of fragrance. It's gonna smell sweet with the honey mixed with the badassness from the tobacco. I have tried the Uomo Intense, and it smells like Dior Homme Intense. Givenchy Gentleman EDP and Uomo Intense smell like Dior Homme Intense, and I don't even really like Dior Homme Intense that much. So for me personally, wearing them, like all of those would be a pass. I just am not too fond of that scent profile, but there's people that really, really love it. So if you like Dior Homme Intense and you can't get your hands on it, then try one of those other two fragrances I just mentioned, and you'll be happy with how it smells. Kajal Homme 2, Molecule 1, Make It Beast. Hell yeah, I think that would be a great layering, because honestly, Kajal Homme 2 by itself already lasted the whole entire day on my arm. I was like, dang, this thing is still pushing. Maybe it was also because I was outdoors a lot and the sun was just like hitting me and it was just like projecting like a beast. But yeah, even without Molecule 1, the performance was great. Hi, how are you? Let's see. Would you be good? What would be a good fragrance if you wear athleisure Lululemon clothing? honestly, the freshies, or you know what, even the tea fragrances like Gris Charnel by BDK, this one right here is a solid one because it's light, it's fresh. It reminds me of like people that do yoga, honestly speaking. Um, like even Passe Suade, which is another BDK fragrance, is really solid as well. The Versace Eros Pour Femme, Olympia by Paco Rabanne, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense are great for athleisure type of outfits. Hi, Eliorana. And fucking shit, I can say this. Eleonora. I'm gonna remember that. Diksha, Nishani, and Lalabo. I've only tried Hachivat and the Noir 29, so I haven't tried too many from those houses, but I potentially will be trying 100 Silent Ways. Potentially. Thanks for quality content. Oh, you're welcome, Cecile. You really sold Side Effect to me. Oh, Harrod is cheaper than Side Effect, so I got it instead. I layer it with Rouge Jasmine, still thinking if I need Side Effect. Okay, I would say that to me, if you're happy with that, go for it. I do think that Side Effect and Harrod are two totally different scents. I think Harrod is a much more leafy, burning tobacco fragrance that has a little bit of a cherry vibe. So they don't smell the same, but you can use them for similar sort of occasions, I believe. I think the performance with Side Effect is much better. With Harrod, it was very much like close to my skin. You know, it did not project too much at all. At least maybe within the first 30 minutes to an hour, the projection was like half an arm's length away. And then it just got really, really close to me. But some people are getting beast mode performance with Harrod, so I'm going to blame it on my skin chemistry. Hi, Drum Love. How are you? Amadeus Homme versus Lemon Set. I would say I do. You know what? For me, I would say Amadeus Homme right now because that one still skews a little bit more unisex. I think I'm going to say Lemon Set because people keep going back and forth with it. But that Louis Vuitton fragrance is great and I still like wearing it, but it is a bit masculine, and because of the fact my dad used to wear similar things to that, like when I wear it, I'm just reminded of my dad and I'm like, okay, like this is still amazing, but I associate it with him, you know? So right now I'm going to say Amadeus Homme. But if you want the more masculine one, then Lemon Set. Cecile, anything from Rosendo? I have not tried that. What's my go-to coffee and or tea order? Dark chocolate tea from Cacao by Dar. That is the only type of tea I drink. And peppermint with no caffeine. Because caffeine, like, does a number. Like, it makes me anxious as hell, you know? I used to love, what's it called? Like, the espresso, what is it? Like those, not lattes, cappuccinos? I can't even remember. But then a couple years ago, my family bought me, like, an espresso maker. And I was just pounding that shit. I was making drinks and I loved it every day for work. And then my heart was just like boom, 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 boom. And I was like, damn, I gotta calm down. And it was bad. It was really, really bad. So I had to chill. Okay. Labib says, bro, try Aaron Terrence Hughes fragrances bangers. Dude, I think you missed it in the beginning. I tried Violet Delirium here. I can't stand it, man. I don't like the fragrance. It smells like Vaseline. And is it Carmex? Show me the Carfax. The Carmex chapstick, you know, the tube that you have to push and then it like, you know, pushes it out and then it has the red top. That chapstick, that's what it reminds me of. And I tried washing it off, but it's still here, dude. Dark chocolate tea by Cacao by Dar. Cacao by Dar. That's actually my sister's brand, but like, because her and I get really anxious, we are like strictly like no caffeine. So that's the one I drink. I haven't tried any Serge off. Can someone tell me if I should try Neo or Herbapura? Let them know. Tell Charles. I haven't tried either of those either. I'm going to a concert Saturday night. What fragrance should I wear? Blue Jeans, Spice Bomb, Extreme, Coach for Men, or Sauvage, or Eros? Ooh, haven't tried Blue Jeans. Out of these, I like Spice Bomb Extreme, but I don't know if I would want to be like, is it an indoor concert or an outdoor concert? Because if it was like, if you're packed with a bunch of sweaty people in like one area and like you have like a heavy kind of fragrance. Because like when my sister and I went to the tattoo shop the other day, the girl in there was wearing Flower Bomb or something, and we were both like, oh fuck, like it just did not. It was like really powerful, and we were just like, we couldn't get out of the room, and we're like, it was just giving us a headache. You know, I mean, I like Spice Bomb Extreme out of all those options. But yeah, that's the one I would go for, I guess. So let's see. No, Bond number 9, not yet. Not yet. You're welcome, Jamie. Starlight. Ooh, I have a sample of Starlight I gotta try. Let's see. I need to chill on caffeine too, but I love coffee so much, and decaf doesn't taste the same. I know exactly what you're talking about. But I really had to make the switch fast for me because it was just bad. Like the way that I was interacting with caffeine was not like, it was not good at all. There was one time that I cried because it was so intense, and I just felt my heart like pounding. I was like, do I need to go to the hospital? It was just bad. Silver Mountain Water versus Cedrat Boisé versus Club de Nuit Intense Man for high heat season. Honestly, yeah, all of those are bangers. Silver Mountain Water has a different scent profile. It's not like a fruity, fresh fragrance like the other two that you mentioned. It smells like refreshing sort of mountain water, like the name implies, you know, and there's a little bit of a musk to it. So it's definitely, to me, a more unique scent between the other ones that you've mentioned. But all of them in their own, like they're all amazing. All of the ones you mentioned. Top 3 Parfums de Marly's. I love Carlisle, Delina. I want to say Layton, but right now I'm going to say Meliora. I love Meliora. The two, yeah, Delina, Meliora, and Carlisle. Those 3. Which rose note perfumes are top for you? I like, well, you know what? Intense Cafe. I like Intense Cafe a lot. That's probably going to be the one right there. You know, I've been wanting to try Carved Oud. Trust me, I bet you are not the first person that's asked me that, and I promise you when I try it, I will do a video. I don't own any Jo Malone fragrances, and to be honest with you, Jay, like, the performance of the Jo Malones that I have tested have just been weak, and to be honest, the smells weren't even that good in my opinion. Like when I tried them, I was like, it just smelled like a really safe fragrance, and safe fragrances are like, they have their place, they're great, but like there wasn't anything about them that I was like, oh, like when I smelled it I was like, oh, I want to get this, it smells so good. I was just like, oh, it's nice, you know. But let's see, yes, Melissa not putting Layton in top 3, she changed. So no, I mean, Layton, for the price point proposition and the performance you get and the mass appeal, like if you're talking from a non-biased standpoint, then of course Layton is going to be up there. And I still love it, but I just like, well, first of all, Carlisle has absolutely dominated Parfums de Marly for me. Like that scent grew on me. With Layton, it was, no, I don't even think that was an immediate like. That one took a little bit to grow on me as well, but Carlisle is just, it hasn't gone anywhere for months. Like it's been at the top of that Parfums de Marly pyramid. And Meliora is something that makes me weak in the knees. So I have to show love to that. Basic Malone is what it should be called. Come on now. No. But yeah, I think Jo Malone, a lot of people that I even know in real life always ask me like, yeah, but Jo Malone, because it's still luxury, but it's like very safe. You know, there's nothing daring in my opinion about that house. I think the most daring one I tried was Myrrh and Tonka, but I didn't really like that fragrance either. You know, Nectarine Blossom and Honey is solid, like my aunt wears that. And to be honest, I associate Jo Malone with Filipina aunties. They love Jo Malone. But yeah, they're just really sort of safe scents. Melissa, any boozy fragrance recommendations? I love rum, and you want to explore Out of the Killian House. Side Effect by Anicio. Let's see, both are great, but Fan Your Flames is one of my all-time faves. Down to try that. So down to try that. I haven't tried Glossier. Because Eros, EDT, and Spice Bomb Extreme would be pretty good. What was your question with that, though? Was it like about layering? I haven't tried Fan Your Flames yet. Do you want attention or not during a rave? Or are you talking... I don't think you added somebody, but I think you're talking to somebody else. Yeah, let me see what else I'm missing here. Best niche fragrance houses. solid ones to start with. I've made videos on this, but the top three I would suggest anybody to start with are MFK, Parfums de Marly, and Killian. Those three are just really easy to get into if you're transitioning from designer fragrances over to niche. Some other ones are a bit more challenging, like with Roja. Even for me, like there's only like 2 Roja fragrances that I really ride for. The other ones are a miss. Like, but the 2 that I love. Like they are like top 10 fragrances in my collection for me. Another one, well, Montal is good if you want strong fragrances. Like if you want shit that's gonna perform, but just don't be disappointed when you see their bottles, because like a lot of people when they see their bottles, they're like, what? This is gonna run me like $90, which isn't bad at all for a niche fragrance price, but people associate it with like $20 bottles you can find at Walmart. So that's the only downside. Fan Your Flame smells like very Pirates of the Caribbean. It smells like honey, berry, backwoods dipped in coconut rum. Ooh, cool. That sounds fire. OMG, can't find side effect sample in my country. Gotta order overseas now. Okay, I hope you can find it. I hope you can find one. I do know, like I've mentioned before with my link, Max Roma ships globally. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. But if you want to throw out what country you're in, and if anybody else watching is in that country and they can give other suggestions as well, feel free to do that. Legend Spirit or L'Homme? I'm gonna go with L'Homme. I like L'Homme. Legend Spirit is great though for its price, like $35 for a full-size bottle. For it to smell like fresh deodorant is amazing, but the scent profile of L'Homme is just super alluring and attractive to me. Like it's a ginger fragrance, and I'm a sucker for ginger fragrances. Let's see what else we got here. Why do people say Silver Mountain water has an inky smell? Some say it smells like melon. What? I don't get inky. No, I mean, I can understand like watery musk, but not ink. I know somebody said like that their Silver Mountain water smells like coins. That can be because they're not storing it properly, or maybe that's the way it smells on them when they wear it. But no, inky. I don't get that. I don't smell something inky. Face tat on the way. No, bro, I only want this one. I'm only gonna keep this one. Just this one. Santal Creed, any opinion? Haven't tried that one. I tried Royal Oud and didn't really like it, to be honest. Have your thoughts on L'Homme Ideal cologne changed since the dry down? No. In fact, I ended up washing it off and it's still on my arm, which I'm not happy about. Yeah, it just doesn't do it for me. It's not. And you know what? I had a comment from somebody that said that they were like, I'm surprised you didn't like L'Homme Ideal cologne because you love Afternoon Swim, and apparently there's a similarity. And I'm like, what similarity? They smell nothing alike. Or maybe he said there was like a note in it. But no. One I love, the other one I can't stand. I don't like this Guerlain fragrance on me right now. Sexy Mildew, really? You think that's what it is? Okay, Jamie, let's see. I tried Vintage by John Varvatos and it smelled like mildew to me, but in a sexy way. Oh, that's what you're referring to. Honestly, Vintage to me didn't smell like mildew, but I did get the sexy sort of vibe. I do like Vintage. I think it's my favorite John Varvatos fragrance. I've tried Artisan and Artisan Pure. And to be honest, I didn't like Artisan Pure. It smelled like white florals, and it just wasn't my thing. And the original art, like I was going to say Artisan, was also just, it was better but safe. And just too, like, it's a bit too common, like the sort of smell, where I wasn't like, oh man, I love this fragrance. You know what I mean? Where I would usually judge a fragrance when I smell it on, is this something I would want a full-size bottle of in my collection? And if it's nice, if it's a nice fragrance, but I don't want a full size, then you won't really see me recommending it, but you'll see my videos on my actual opinion with the fragrance, which is why, like, I do the individual reviews in the first place. So, you got supply cleaning vibes from Artisan Pure. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. That's how I feel also about Atelier Cologne's Clementine, California. It smells like bathroom cleaner you spray after you're done shitting. I was just, when I smelled that, and I remember when I was talking about Afternoon Swim, and people were like, "Oh, you gotta try Atelier Cologne," and I did months ago. And then I tested it recently because people were like, "Oh, the comparisons, like, it's better to just get the Atelier Colognes." I was like, "Hell no!" Like, I mean, maybe I should tell people to get them so that there's more bottles of Afternoon Swim, but no, I won't. I wouldn't do that. But yeah, I was super honest with my opinion. It smelled like poopery. And then the other one, which was Orange Sanguine, I liked better than Clementine, California, but still they don't touch Afternoon Swim, in my opinion. Angel Share, Naxos, Jazz Club, or what? Or Leighton for Big Welcome Back Party. Oh, those are all bangers, Jerry. I honestly, I see those fragrances on different sort of people. So like with Angel Share, that's just, for the gourmand lover. With Naxos, for the badass. For Leighton, just the crowd pleaser, like the person that everybody's friends with. You mentioned another fragrance, but I can't remember. Those were the three that stuck out. So whatever you fall into or whatever vibe you're trying to capture, just pick based on that. So let's see. Hi from Miami. Hello. Natsu, how are you? My friend from Paris. I hope you're doing well. Hi, Michelle. Ooh, any fragrance you think is underhyped online? Underhyped. I will say this. The thing is, I'm still new to fragrances, right? And to be honest, I don't look at what other people are doing. Like, I don't watch other reviewers or anything like that, right? So when I find something, even if people were talking about it for months, to me, like, I didn't really know much about it. So the first time I tried Tuxedo, I didn't know about the hype with it at all. So I was just, to me, it was very new. And I was like, why have I not heard about this? Blah, blah, blah. So to me, that would be kind of considered an underhyped fragrance. But then I'm sure to all of you that have been watching other reviewers, you're like, no, lots of people have talked about that. But shit, I love that fragrance. Afternoon Swim, I love a lot. Yeah, those designer private blends, like that I think is my favorite kind of like I was gonna say my subsection of favorite. Like my favorite kind of fragrances, if I had to pick between designer and niche, would be designer private blend. I love designer private blend. I'm curious to see what you like better between Sedley and Oceania. I like Oceania. Okay, let's see. Hi, Shia. Ooh, and your Sauvage EDP. It's pretty clean. Yeah, the Sauvage EDP. I gave that one to my friend. My girl says when she smells Prada Black on me, it gets her wet. Joe, this says Joey. That fragrance, yeah, you know what? Like, my sister loves that on her boyfriend. She loves it. She's like, oh my God, he smells so good. So it, like, that one, she's rocking with. So yeah, Prada Black, it's one of those scents that I myself, to my nose, don't really care for. But when I did test it, it smelled like other people around me really loved it. And when I smell it on other people, I'm like, oh yeah, that smells great. Like when I smelled it on her boyfriend, I'm like, yeah, bro, you smell fantastic. Rock that shit. Wear that shit. Let's see. Don't blind buy fragrances. Or no, don't buy fragrances based off reviews. Blind bought Ultra Male, and trust me, I get nauseated every time I smell it. Yeah, I can't stand Ultra Male. I do not like that fragrance. Of course, the thing is, like, people say that, right? They're like, well, I've seen that in my comment section a lot where people say, make your own decisions. Don't trust what other people say. But it's like sometimes when you're looking for direction on where to go, instead of just like having a vast of things to look at and you have to take so much time, if you narrow it down of like, okay, let me find sexy date night fragrances, and you click some people's videos and it, the way they're describing it makes you think it's something you're going to be interested in, then go for that. It's better than like not seeing anything and then just going to the store and smelling 500 fragrances and being pissed off that none of them, like, yeah, you don't like any of them. So it's cool to find direction, but of course, like, you are the judge of whatever, right? Another good example that one of my subscribers said was she takes reviews like how she sees commercials, where if you see a commercial for Dior Sauvage and you buy Dior Sauvage, you're not like, oh, fuck, that commercial was wrong. It doesn't smell like I'm in the desert with wolves like Johnny Depp. You know what I mean? It's like, of course you don't, like, you have to try it for yourself. That all is common sense. All right, let's see. Yeah, sample, there you go. or just you can get the sample size. And to be honest, for me, I'm the type of person that would blind buy. Before, like when I was starting this out, I would rather blind buy than get samples. And it was just a risk I was willing to take. I'm like, if I like it, I want the full size of it, and I don't want to wait like to see how a tiny sample is, you know? So I would go straight to it. So it depends on like what you're willing to fork out and what makes you comfortable. I always suggest the people that are like hesitant, never blind buy, but people like myself that cannonball into the water instead of testing to see how cold it is, blind buy that shit. You know what I mean? All right, let's see. It also helps to know if the reviewer you're watching tends to have similar taste to you. Like, I could buy most things Melissa recommends without testing first because I agree with her consistently. Thanks, Jamie. I appreciate that. That's very sweet. Yeah, I would say if there is somebody that you gravitate to or you're like, yeah, we agree on the same sort of things, we dislike the same sort of things, I'm down to get this, then you could totally do that. Makes perfect sense. Max Aroma. The best blind buy I've made, that was my second blind buy. I would say it was Louis Vuitton. La Nuit de l'Homme. What's going on with me right now, man? It's the lights. But La Nuit de l'Homme was the second fragrance I ever bought. And it was the first time I was truly starstruck by a fragrance. I was like, this smells good. And then I was getting feral ass reactions with the fragrance when I wore it. And I was like, people are reacting like this to the way I smell? That's wild. I didn't know fragrance could do that. And then I started making videos because I was like, yo, like I want to talk about this. This is cool, you know? So it has a special place in my heart. So I would say that one, definitely. I like replica fragrances. I like Lazy Sunday Morning. By the Fireplace is nice too, but Lazy Sunday Morning has my heart. Haven't tried Prada L'Homme Intense. Let's see. What other reviewers do you watch? I don't watch any reviewers. I just do my thing. Sunsplit is the worst. I was gonna say I agree, but I haven't tried enough of them. I've tried 6 samples from them with 2 orders, but both the orders I did were just like the juice was leaking everywhere and it was like halfway done and it was sticky and I was like, what? Like the quality control was ass. Very disappointed with that. Hi, Bruno. Out of topic, but what are those shots you post every morning on Insta? Those are ginger shots, and my sister makes them. Like the juice, she makes the green juice also, but we take ginger shots in the morning before we eat anything. It's great. It's just like I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? Did you try the La Male Parfum stuff? I've tried only the OG La Male, and it was okay. I'm not crazy about it. I've only ordered twice and it was fine, but I'll be careful in the future. You know what? If it's working for you, Jamie, then go for it. Because, you know, I'm not really aware of other sites besides ScentSplit and Scentbird that focus on just sending samples or giving samples and selling samples. But if there has not been an issue with it for you, then, of course, you know, give that a shot. Okay, Ramen Noodle says, if you had to choose between Spice Bomb Extreme and Prada Black, what would you choose? Spice Bomb Extreme. For me, definitely. Prada Black on somebody else, because I wouldn't want them wearing Spice Bomb Extreme while I'm wearing it. You know what I mean? Luxurious and sexy, freshy recommendations. Pas Ce Soir. It's a good feminine one. Herbs d'Absence. The one my sister sent that she's been wearing smells like luxurious Dove soap. She smells amazing. Molecula one. Come on now. Luxury because it smells like you. It smells unique. OMG, it's alive. Should I get Spice Bomb EDT? Does it compare to the Extreme? Is it necessary? Honestly, I love the original Spice Bomb. Much more versatile. You can wear it pretty much, like it's bold, it has character, and it's also something you can wear when it's a bit warmer and something you can wear in the cold because it's powerful. But Spice Bomb Extreme to me is more like of a sexy nighttime cold weather fragrance. So it depends. If it's warmer where you are, then gravitate to the OG. If it's colder where you are, get the Extreme. What about layering odors? I like layering. You can. Go for it. If you like it, if it makes you happy, go for it. Spice Bomb Extreme smells like Taco Bell sauce, Coke Zero. Well, Bruno, thank you for telling everybody how it smells on you. No, I'm playing. Am I? No, I'm just messing. I'm messing. You know, Bruno. But yeah, if it doesn't work for your skin, all good. There's a fragrance for everybody. Let's see. Creed Virgin Island water smells like expensive suntan lotion to me, so I layer it with Aventus. It's a perfect balance. Nice, Edwin. I will say I need to retest Virgin Island water because I did get the coconut pina colada vibe later on, just a little bit, but for the most part, it was really heavy with like nail polish remover, you know? So, yeah. No, Bruno, don't cry. Don't cry. I'm here. I'm here. Give me a hug. Smell is so subjective. I wore ombre leather, but my wife hates it and says it smells like dirt. Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about fragrance. Is like I just said a couple minutes ago, there is a scent for everybody. Like, there is, somebody will be able to find something they gravitate to. Do aquatic notes smell sour or metallic to you? No. The aquatic, or you know what? Metallic? No. I don't think so. They smell like, they're not my favorite, but they don't smell metallic. I like Edition Blanche. I like it. It's, that and Blue de Chanel are nice. And it, yeah, I would totally recommend it for a nice, easy to like freshie. I will say I did kind of overspray it in the beginning, and it smelled a little bit like floor cleaner on because it's heavy with lemon, so just watch out for that. But the dry down was nice and addicting. Definitely. If I had to choose between Silver Mountain Water and Aventus, which one would you pick up? Silver Mountain Water. I don't have Aventus, I have that one. I love, 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 love silver. As long as you don't smell like Swatch's perfume, you're good. That's hilarious. What are your recommendations for certified Pound Town Galore fragrances for summer? I'll do a video on that. I will. I'll do a video on that. It's funny, every time I make a video about that, people are like, I'll get comments like, stop saying Pound Town. Real mature. And I'm just like, you know what I mean? They're like, do you post anything else besides Pound Town Galore fragrance videos? And I'm like, yes, I post a lot, but you only comment on the ones where I mention it. So why are you on this video? Like I'll post literally 100 videos of just other things without saying that word, like that phrase, and those people will be like non-existent. And then I say it once and they're like, no creativity. I'm like, okay, now you're here. You know what I mean? It's just, and then they get riled up and it's all good because, like, if there's comments in the comment section, fire. It's all that matters. I have to try Sillage by Armaf. Do I think cedar note is sexy on a dude? To be honest, cedar is in so many fragrances that I don't really find it sexy. It's just there. So, no, I don't find it sexy. Love that so much. It ain't worth it if Melissa doesn't say it's certified Pound Town Galore, bro. Right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I love that you love it though, and the people that are rocking with it, great. And if you're not, that's totally fine as well. But yes, everything that I have had, that's when I say it's Pound Town Galore certified, I mean it. Like, I'm not just saying it as, oh, it smells good, I'm going to say it. No, like, I literally go in field and test this shit for you guys. I'm like, let me throw this on, and if shit goes down, it's going to be added on the list. And if the reviews are good, like if my girl goes nuts over it, fire. And then I throw it on the list. So everything you see there, literally tested. Yes. I go to bat for you all. I'm like, I remember the first time I wore Carlisle around her, within literally 5 minutes, shit was happening. And I was like, hi, babe. I just, Chad, I didn't know you were on here, babe. You didn't tell me. Damn, now I'm nervous. Now everybody act professional. We weren't just talking that shit. It wasn't shit. We weren't talking like that. No. What's your favorite note? Thank you, Riff Raff. My favorite note, I like cardamom, I like lychee a lot. Let's see, what else? Come on, Jamie, don't air me out like that. Let's see. Michelle, stop. Okay, Charles says my favorite note is leather. I've been stuck on African leather and YSL tuxedo. Nice. African leather to me, I will say, smells a lot better in the air than it does on like up close to me. Live chat got lit, bro. I mean, she just popped up at it and she just like disappeared too. I'm like, oh, come on now, babe. Thanks for letting me borrow your Lambo. You're welcome, bro. DJ says, Melissa, thanks for letting me borrow your Lambo. Anytime. If you want to borrow the Ducati also, like, it's just, I'll give you the keys whenever you want, I used to like Spice Bomb Extreme, but one time I oversprayed. It was cold outside. I got home from running errands, turned on the heat, and passed out on my bed when I woke up. That shit was pushing. Wow. I mean, we like the performance. I've only tried 3 Manceras. No, I've tried only 2 Montals. Honey, Oud, and Intense Cafe. And I like Intense Cafe. I haven't tried Neo yet. Stop. Okay. JP says, Melissa, remember when you say that family of 10 that was burning for... Yes, sir. You guys are foolish. Yeah, I remember that. That was crazy. I carried that whole family on my right arm. Nuts. I was going Batman on that shit. It was crazy. Thank you for remembering that. I try my best to stay humble, Man, my luck ran out. Oh, which one ran out? Maximum ran out of side effects. No! I'm gonna see if they restock, I'll post it on my Instagram story. So if you have me on Instagram, let me know. Or DM me there. Hi Z, how are you? But yeah, I mean, if you can find it on FragranceNet or Fragrance X, just try to find it at a discount site, Oud. Come on now. Any rose fragrances you'd recommend? I've been using Club de Nuit and Woman. Yeah, I like Intense Cafe. Right now I'm gonna say Silver Mountain Water, Ethan. Melissa, what are you gonna wear on your wedding day? That's tough. She wants a nighttime wedding. I really do. There is something special about tuxedo because it's like been there from the jump, and it'd be like a great one to like enter that next chapter with, We'll see. I don't know. I would like, when that happens, I will be making a video. Sure, we wear tuxedo for sure. Yeah, you guys know me too well. Let's see. Rose is Vanille. That's another one. Okay, let's see. What's my Insta? It's in the description of all my YouTube videos. It's the same, like Melissa National. Also, I'm drinking my water right here. You guys got me flustered for a second. I started blushing over here, Yes, I have tried only one, the Labo fragrance, the Noir 29. Couple more questions. What do you want to add to your collection? I want to add Carlisle because I don't have a bottle of it or a sample anymore. So I remember what it smells like, but I don't have it, But I want to try Tigar. I am thirsty, Jamie, but I am, not in the way you're thinking. But I want to try more things from Eccentric Molecules. I want to try, somebody said 04 would be good. I got to look into all these because I don't know what the difference is between them. Would you be interested to review Novitus? I'm not sure what that is, but I'm down to review anything. Do a wish list video, things you want to test and try. That's a good idea. I will do that. PCY Adrian. Thank you. Do I like any Aaron Terrence Hughes frags? I mentioned that in the beginning of the video. I've only tried one. It's here on my hand right now, called Violet Delirium. I don't like it. I don't like that fragrance. It smells like Vaseline and chapstick. I have tried Scent Split J and I wasn't a fan. And last question, is Portrait of a Lady a good fragrance for a sneaker ball? Orlando, I am sad to say that I've never tried Portrait of a Lady. I'm sorry. When I do try it, I'll let you know. Any good Giorgio Armani's? I love C Intense, but it's discontinued. Specifically the black bottle. That leaves me weak in the knees. Your review of La Nuit de l'Homme was spot on. I was sleeping on it. Yeah, I'm glad that you like it, Dizzy, because that thing still pulls. It's still so good. All right. Novitus is a collaboration inspired by fragrance reviewers. Oh, that's cool. That's nice. They got their own fragrances. Sweet. Yeah, I'm down to try anything. Literally anything except Hyrax again. Never again. I will not wear Hyrax. I will not smell it again. It's just scarred me for life. But anyways, thanks for all the love, everybody. If you have any more questions, you can DM me on Instagram or just leave the comments in the comment section. I do my best to answer them. Aw, Eleonora, you always find a way to just make me. You're so sweet. Thank you for the tip. You are absolutely the sweetest. Biofighter, thank you. Thank you. I hope everyone's having a good night. Is La Nuit de l'Homme's secret activity bent over town? Yeah, it is. It really is. But thank you for the tip. That's so nice. You're the sweetest. Yeah, and guys, by the way, I forgot to say this. I probably should have titled the video this, but when I hit 20K, I want to do a giveaway. All right, so if you're interested, let me know in like my recent or whatever video I have posted right now. But yeah, I'm going to do a giveaway when I hit 20,000 because we're at 19,000 right now and I'm really stoked. But yeah, I think that'd be awesome. A cool way to kind of give back to the people that have supported me. So thank you. Aww. Got another tip. That's so nice. Thanks, Tyra Noman. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Aw, my heart is warm right now. Super warm. Congrats. Thank you. Thank you so much. Give it away to me. Yeah, I will come up with some sort of rule or something. Maybe it's just to be like to comment on the YouTube video and like I'll pick a random one. I gotta find like a random generator though. Have a good one, by the way. I hope you have a good one as well. All right, everybody. I will. Good night, besties. See you later. I'll see everybody later. Bye. Bye.